Charles, ultimate team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This is fielded a couple yards. Be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. They go play action here on first down. And this one complete to Jermaine Gresham. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 19. And the Rams are going to get a first down. On play action, they'll throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And he's got Gresham. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle. You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there'll be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. The Hall of Famer Ozzie Newsome, the intended receiver. And it's third and short.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defender's going to be a little upset with himself. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one. On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive.
Let's go!
He'll look to throw. And he's got Sanu. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. It'll be a gain of 18 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store.
Let's go! 58!
Again, he'll drop to throw. And over the middle here, Amaro. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. All right, I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Being chased. And he will score. Touchdown, Allen, from a yard out. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Big mistake here by the kicker, kicking it out of bounds.
The one that drives coaches crazy. Keep it in the field of play and let your guys cover.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And an alley to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tevin Coleman, 60 yards. And the Cowboys are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. And this one through the uprights and good. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
They come up in an offset eye. Here's Coleman on the toss. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down.
Let's go.
They'll toss it to Coleman. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
He's going to air one out. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now here come the Cowboys. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Cost them.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Now McNair. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. but they don't get it. And now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Now Brown. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next? And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Von Miller in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his left. And some room to maneuver. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one good for 14 yards. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up. They've still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
They're going to try and throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. And they're not able to convert on 4th down. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jonathan Babineau coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12.
Let's go. 1, 9.
McNair to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing them.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the 2nd half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down.
Let's go.
On play action, they'll throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And he finds Jason Morrow. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key 1st down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. He'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll throw now on the final play. Forced out to his left. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. He was looking that time for Stills, and it's third down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Adrian Claiborne with a big-time sack on third down, and it'll be a loss of 7. With it is Brown. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
Get the ball back for our offense and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two. There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands,
the speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Incomplete. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion.
Let's go.
They come out with one back and now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third.
Let's go. 58.
Now they'll run it on the taunts. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
When I watch plays like that, I give a lot of thanks that my DNA did not make me an offensive tackle, because that is a very difficult job to hold your block against a really good defensive end and hang on to it so your runner can get to the edge and do it without holding. I don't know that that's really popular.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Let's go.
And they'll go on the ground. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point